So in this class dog, we have a variable name, breed, age, color, right? These all are the variable. Okay. Now here we create a function, this public dog, sorry, not function. This is a call as constructor. I will going to explain you. As of now, you just think constructor is like what do you mean by constructor? Whenever you see any function, okay, function means if you have studied C language in your syllabus, you might be aware how to create a function, right? So function is like a operation that we usually do, okay, just like predefined function, user defined function. If you remember, we were calling predefined function in a collection. Do you remember, like in collection we were calling like dot sort function, right? Dot add. These are what? These are predefined function. Okay, predefined function we were using it, right? Dot sort, dot add, then dot remove, then dot clear, right? These all predefined function. What if your user want to use user defined, means if you want to change the functionality of this sort, add, and he want to create a function with his own name or any other name, so that is called user defined. These all are predefined function that I've written here. So similarly, a constructor is there whose work is what? To initialize a value. Why do we use constructor? Constructor is used to initialize a value. Clearly listen everything I will going to ask in the class. You should be able to answer that. So listen carefully. Constructor is what? It is used to initialize value to the variable. Okay, it is used to initialize the value to the variable. Now which variable? Now the question is, which variable will going to initialize? Okay, the variable that you have declared here in the top, right? Because this only variable you will going to use in the program. So constructor is a method, you can say, or like it's like a function. It's not a function actually, but constructor name is always same as the class name. Whenever you find anything in the class where like you see the syntax like this, public dog and class name and this function name, or then it is called actually a constructor. This is a constructor whose work is to initialize a value to this variable. So here we are using this name, this breed, right? We are initializing a value. And why this keyword is used? This keyword is used to point out that I'm talking about the name, breed, age, color variable, particularly of this class or this function. Why do we use this keyword? This keyword is used to tell the compiler of the program that I'm talking about the constructor or variable of this program. Okay, I repeat once again. Why do we use this keyword? This keyword is used. This keyword is used to update. Okay, this keyword is used to initialize the value to the variable and to point the variable belong to the class dog and to this constructor. That's why we use this keyword. Now the question is, why do we require that? So it might be possible that you use this name, breed, age. It might be possible that you are using this variable in other function as well. Okay, suppose you create a user defined function and you are using there as well, right? So in order to make a distinction, we use this keyword so that it will going to give a idea to the compiler that this name, breed, age, color variable belong to particularly this function. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's why we use this keyword. So it will give the idea to the compiler that I'm talking about this variable particularly to this class, not any other class. Okay. Once you are done with this, now we are doing what? We are created a one function, this get name one function that is completely user defined, that will going to print the name. then this function will going to return the breed. Return keyword is what? Return keyword is main. We use this return keyword so that we can write the value of this particular variable name inside the RAM and take the flow of program back to this function. I repeat once again, why do we use this return keyword? So that we can run the so that we can write down the value of this name variable inside the memory and take the flow program back to this function again. Similarly, we will going to do it for breed, age, and color. Okay. After that, here, what I'm doing, I created a function here. As of now, ignore this. So what we are doing here, so you see here, I am creating the object of this which class? Dog class. And now I am assigning this value. This is completely defined by user. Okay. Whoever will going to run the program, they will going to call this value, assign this value. So this Tuffy, Papolian, 5, White, this all are the value of will going to assign to this which function. It will going to assign to this constructor. Then the value of dog like puppy and age and all will going to assign to this variable. And finally, this function public string to string will going to print those value. You can see here written, hi, my name is this dot get name, my breed age color are this dot get breed, this dot get age, and this dot get color. So it will going to print that. Okay, you can see why I'm using this keyword. So just to represent that I'm talking about this function get breed, get name, get age of the class dog, not any other class. Am I clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
What about others? Hina, Mamta?
This last
Mhm.
the main here why we have used two strings down here, line number 60.
Yeah, two string. So here we are converting into the string this Tuffy dot two string. You can see here. Um, 1 minute. This dot get name, this dot get breed. Yes, Tuffy. We are passing system open Tuffy dot two string. This is a value of the variable that I'm passing. So this Tuffy will going to assign to this get name. It will going to return to the name. So it will going to convert those into the string. System dot out print Tuffy dot two string. Okay, 1 minute. I think we can remove it as well. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm calling here this two string function. You can see here this Tuffy. You can see Tuffy is an object, right? Am I clear to you? This Tuffy is an object, and whenever you want to run the function, okay, whenever you want to instantiate a function, then you have to call that particular function. So what is the function name here? Two string. Normally you cannot run the function like means in class and object. You can run or you can call the function with the help of object name. You can see here I created an object of dog class. I given a user defined name Tuffy here. So this Tuffy, whenever I wanted to run the function, I need to call this function to string, okay, with the help of an object. If you remember, I was doing here as well, right? If you remember p dot as I was doing, right? P is what? My variable. S is what? Sorry, P is what? My object. And S is what? Variable, right? So in order to instantiate means what? In order to create an object inside the memory and save all the variable and value inside the memory, we have to call the object, we have to call the function, right? Because you can see here this function will going to do what? This function will going to print the value. So you have to call those function, you have to just make it activate. Instantiation means just to make activate this function so that it will going to print this all value. Okay, this step is for what? This step is to assign a value to the variable. Okay, this will going to assign value to the constructor that we have defined here, right? Name, breed, age, color will whatever the object will pass will going to assign to this variable. So now your task is done. You have means initialize a value. But what if you want to print those value? So you have to create one function, and once you create a function, you have to call the function, right? It is something like if you go to the ATM machine, you print, you enter a card, you have to select the option cash withdrawal, mini statement, change pin, change mobile number, right? So when you press any button, internally function calling is happen. Internally operation, some operation they perform. So same thing is happen here when you call this function toFi.toString. So toFi is an object. When you call this function, it will get activate and it will going to perform an operation. What operation it is going to do? It will going to return the output. It will going to return the value on your memory of your RAM, and your program will run. Am I clear to you? What is this toFi.toString?
Yes, sir.
Instantiate. You remember this term? Instantiate the function with the help of object. Okay, what about Hina?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Why do we use toString function? Can you explain me? Sorry. Why do we use toString function? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are
Uh,
audible.
yes. Hina, why do we use this toString function?
Sir, to return the value of an object, we use the string function.
So what value we are returning here?
We are returning the name, age, color, thing.
Okay. And returning means what? Where we will going to return the value? Where we will going to return the value?
To the object.
Where the object saved? Where the object is usually created?
Object is created like
Where the object is created, I have explained in the paint screen as well. Where the object is created?
is created inside the function, sir.
How object will created inside the function?
No, sir. Object is created inside the class.
Object is created inside the class, but what object holds? Object hold what? Why do we create object?
Um, um,
Object hold value and the variable.
yes,
And
sir.
object is created not inside the class. Object is created inside the RAM memory. Object is used to instantiate the class. Object is used to make activate the function. We are calling here this function, and object is used to instantiate the function. Please listen carefully when I explain the whole concept.
Okay, sir.
The whole thing I have explained here, and you are not able to answer this. So here object is used for what? Object hold value and the variable, and with the help of an object we will going to instantiate the class. What do you mean by instantiate? As you create an object of the class, immediately the whole program will get space in the RAM. I repeat once again, as you create an object of the program, the whole program will get a space in the RAM, and they can start execution. So instantiation means what here? Instantiation means the program will get a space on the RAM, and it can be run now. And here when you create an object, you can create an object with any value here. but in order to execute a function, you need to call the function. Here we are calling the function. And in order to call the function, you have to call with the help of an object. So here, how you are going to call the function? Calling the function with an object named Tuffy. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now you can see here, when I'm running here, I'm getting this hi. One minute, sorry. So here the class was created was a dog class, and here the flow is very easy, right? You can see here whatever value that while creating an object, it is something like based on whatever ATM card you are going to enter. Based on that only you will able to withdraw money, right? So you are entering your ATM card, okay? You are giving the pin, ATM number, and suppose anything CVV code or any magnetic strip that your card is having, that bank machine, ATM machine will going to read. So what are the input that you are passing here? ATM number, pin, and magnetic strip, right? So these are the three parameters that you are passing. So similarly, this is something like that, that one dog is a class. This is the attribute that you are passing on this object, and this will going to assign to this what? This constructor. This constructor, okay, whose name constructor is what? Constructor is a method, you can say, whose work is to initialize a value to the variable. And always remember, constructor name is same as the class name. Whenever you find anything inside the class whose name is same as the class name, blindly you can just say that it's a constructor whose work is to initialize a value to the variable. Okay, once you create this, these are the several methods that we created it. Public string get name, which will going to accept the name and it will going to print it, return a name. And you can say get breed, get age, get color, right? And we are calling this all function here. Okay, you can see this dot get name. When you call this dot get name, it will going to run the it will going to print the name. Okay, you can see here, here, one minute. So here, hi, the name is this dot get name, right? So it is printing here. You can see hi, name is this dot get name. What the user has passed? Tuffy, right? So it will going to print Tuffy here. Now age, color are this dot get breed, this dot get age, and this dot get color. So age, breed, age, and color are Papillion for breed, age, 5, and white. You can see here you're passing in the same order, right? So this is called an object. Object means what? It's a collection of a like a variable and a value. So normally, why do we create an object? In short, if I ask you, why do we create an object? Object we created because object hold variable value, and as you create an object of the program, listen carefully this thing. As you create an object of the program, the whole program will get a space in the RAM, and they are now eligible to run and give an output. Why do we create an object? As you create an object, your program get instantiated. Instantiated means your program get a space on the RAM, and now it is compiler, they can work on it and you can generate an output. So that's why we create an object, and class is a collection of an object. So here this dog is a class, and what is an object here? Object name is Tuffy, and Tuffy is holding how many variable? Tough is holding the variable name, breed, age, color, and their value as well, right? So now do you understand the concept of class and object?
Yes, sir.
So will you able to, so today what you can do, run this program. I will not going to start any other topic today. Run this program, try to understand or make changes here. Okay, you make changes. What you will going to make changes to this value. Okay, try with some other value and try to change the print order. In place of name first, you print color first, then you print age. Like that, small changes you can make it and run this program. I will going to upload this program in the GitHub today, download it and run it. Tomorrow I will going to see in every system. Then we're going to make some more program on class and object, and I will going to start polymorphism part, which is overriding and overloading. Okay, so go through this program. If I start any other topic, it will be confusing for you. So go through this program, how this function is calling, try to understand what is a constructor, search in the Google about the constructor as well, explore more from your side what is constructor. Okay, this is the most important point. What is constructor? Go through this constructor and this term as well, instantiation of an object. In interview they might ask you, what do you mean by instantiation of an object? You should be able. Now can you tell me, anyone, what is an instantiation of an object? Can anyone tell me what do you mean by instantiated object instantiation?
Object instantiation means when we create an object, it holds the value in the RAM memory and our program gets run.
Okay. Yeah, Chandan,
Sir,
yeah, tell me what is object instantiation?
object instantiation means it's create the space in the RAM and to install and to execute out.
For what it will going to create a space in the RAM?
To give the input.
No. Hina, can you tell me what is object instantiation?
It is going to create an object in the RAM space.
See, I don't know how to hear. See, I already said you, what do you mean by object instantiation? Repeatedly, multiple time I told you, right? Object instantiation means that when you create an object of the program, your whole program will get a space in the RAM, and as the program will get a space in the RAM, it compiler will start executing the program. Do you understand now object instantiation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.